Hello everyone. Today we are starting the fourth semester. I have told you in the last class that there will be uh, two core papers in this semester, just like the previous ones. One paper will be literary criticism, and the other one will be appreciating fiction. So today I'm not directly going to the portions, but will give an idea about a brief idea about our syllabus. I will be dealing with module 1 and module 4. So before going into such details, you should have an awareness about what literary criticism is. The title is just literary criticism, and the number of credits is 4, and as per the syllabus, the number of hours will be 72, that is 4 hours per week. So do you have any idea about what literary criticism is? Literary criticism is actually writings about literature. There are several writers who wrote about poetry, drama, novel, prose, etc. They were not actually creative writers, they were commentators on literature. They commented on what other people wrote. So, however, there are some writers who were both critics and creative writers at the same time. William Wordsworth, T.S. Eliot, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, like that. So, in this paper, you will learn about various critics or various commentators from the very beginning of literary history to the contemporary era. So, the first module itself is called classical literary criticism. Classical literary criticism means from the very ancient period of literary criticism. So this is the syllabus of the first module. It is called classical literary criticism, and you will be dealing with the four different writers. Four writers. They are very ancient writers. One among them, Plato. Plato and Aristotle. These people were not exactly literary critics. They were actually philosophers. They wrote and they observed about many things in life, and one among them is art. That's all. They were not exactly literary critics uh, according to the meaning of the term. So one is Plato, the other one is Aristotle, then the third one is Horace, and the fourth one is Longinus. So in this module, you will be learning about the contributions of these four writers. For example, take the case of Plato. The concept of art put forward by Plato will be dealt with. Plato's theory of mimesis, that is imitation. Plato's attack on poetry, moral concerns of literature, use of drama, etc. By that, the Plato area will be completed. Then we will be moving on to the Aristotle. So we won't be having poetry or drama directly dealt with in this area, but we will be commenting on the features of drama, features of poetry, what are the elements of poetry, elements of drama, what are the functions of these genres, what are the principles working behind the construction of drama, etc. Usually, criticism is regarded as a very difficult subject, a dry subject, because it is full of comments on literature, and it is not actually dealing directly with the literature. And in the fourth module, is called glossary. Glossary means various terms are introduced here, and you should understand the meaning of it, uh, what are the features of it, etc. Three parts are there. First one is Indian aesthetics. And terms from Indian aesthetics are given here: Rasa, Dhvani, Vyanjana, Alangara, Tinai, etc. Then literary movements are introduced. Various literary movements like classicism, neoclassicism, romanticism, humanism, realism, naturalism, symbolism, etc. are being introduced. Then literary concepts like catharsis, mimesis, objective correlative, ambiguity, negative capability, etc. So module 3 and module 2 will be introduced by respective teachers. So I will just run through them. The writers dealt with are Sir Philip Sidney, John Dryden, Dr. Samuel Johnson, William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, P.B. Shelley, Matthew Arnold, then T.S. Eliot, I.A. Richards, F.R. Lewis, then the critical school of new criticism, archetypal criticism, etc. So don't be afraid of seeing all these names. They are actually you need to study only the basic of all these. You should know the contributions, at least the contributions of these writers. And when you are talking about the theory put forward by a particular writer, say P.B. Shelley, you should know what is his theory, that is the defense of poetry. Then you should know what is defense of poetry, what are the arguments put forward by Shelley, what is the concept of Shelley's poetry. So that's all. Then that area is completed. uh, that is how you should study this. You should have a notebook for this paper, and you should note down as the class move on. Don't keep it pending, don't postpone your studies. Criticism can be very dangerous if you are postponing the lessons. As of now, no textbook is being published by the university, but a core text will be published very soon. So by the time the textbook is published, we will be following books like B. Prasad's Introduction to Literary Criticism. Is a very popular book. It will be available in shops if it is needed, but no need of buying it. A text will be made available very soon. So this is just an idea about your paper, literary criticism, and we will begin with Plato and his concept of art from next week onwards. So I am stopping here. Thank you.